This is Ryan Thompson, Assistant AD for Athletic Communications here at Davenport University. And today we're talking about the men's lacrosse season coming up for 2020. Joining me today is head coach Chris Esquivel in his 5th season, along with Blake Gibson-McDonald, a senior from Six Nations, Ontario. Blake, we'll start with you. 22 goals, 32 assists last season to lead the team. You were also honorable mention all-conference on attack. First question I have for you is, how exciting is it to transition to Division II in your final year?
It's really exciting. It's sort of been a long road. I played 2 years at junior college first and planned on playing in the NCAA right after that. I took a year off school, ended up coming here in hopes of transitioning to Division II. Played 2 years, and then now I have a 5th year, and we're finally moving up. So it's exciting, and it's something I've been working for seems like forever.
Sure. You know, as a senior on the team, how has your leadership role changed over the years?
Well, I'm a 5th-year senior, so I guess it's the same as last year. But I think when I came in as a junior, I had a lot more experience and a lot of the guys in the program already. So I consider myself as a leader the past couple of years. But I just think taking individual steps every year and trying to lead by example mostly, and not always having to be vocal, but just showing the younger kids how to do the little things right is probably the biggest thing.
As you look forward to this season, what are some of the team goals for the year?
I would say just to compete in every game. I don't think in our first year it's about as much of the wins and losses. It's more about setting a strong foundation for the future teams in the program and having our first recruiting class of NCAA athletes, showing them how it's supposed to be done and how to prepare and how to treat your body right and just treat it like a full-time job as well as being a student. So I think just setting a strong foundation is the biggest thing. So the future teams at Davenport have a good tradition and history to build off, I would say.
You know, growing up, who was somebody you looked up to as a role model or a mentor?
I would say my parents and my uncle. My uncle played junior A lacrosse back home in Canada, so growing up, I used to go to his games a lot, and that was a big thing for me. And then obviously just my parents, seeing how hard they work. I have 4 siblings, so you know they had to bust their butts just to provide for us and stuff like that. So seeing how hard they worked made me push myself in everything I did as well.
Oh, that's great. You know, Coach, for you, you got 39 wins in the 4 years that you've been here. Obviously, the big thing is going to Division II. What's been the biggest change for you guys so far?
Yeah, so we know that going up a level, with us being the only Division II program in Michigan, that the competition is going to be a lot more fierce. We just have to really put the focus on ourselves. We understand that every team we play is going to be a big battle, just with the better athletes, the better coaches. It's going to be a big difference than the club league that we were in.
Sure. You know, guys have a loaded schedule. I took a look at the top 20. You guys play 5 teams out of the 14 games. What's the reasoning for that? Do you guys want to challenge yourself in this first year and kind of see where you measure up?
Yeah, absolutely. We want to see where we stand in terms of Division II. If we're close, if we're really far off, it will really help set up our recruiting classes for the future. So we just wanted to jump in and compete right away.
You know, what are some of the preparations going into the season opener that you guys have on February 16th? You're going to number 7, Seton Hill.
That's a big game. Seton Hill is a top program. They're well coached. For us, with not being able to see film of them before, I believe their opener is the day before us. We just have to really put the focus on ourselves, and we have to make sure that, you know, we're doing the little things right. And we want to focus on us so that when we go into it, we don't worry about, okay, are they doing this? Are they doing this? With the focus on ourselves, it allows us an opportunity to compete. So that's what we're really shooting for.
You know, I'll ask you the same question I kind of asked Blake. You know, what are some of your goals for this year?
Yeah, we just want to compete. We want teams to face us and see like the effort that we put in. We don't have a wins or loss goal. We just want to compete. We want to be satisfied when we walked off the field. The scoreboard, that's something we don't really worry about. We worry about having the right response, doing the little things right every single day. And when we take care of the stuff off the field, we put that effort in, then we're going to have success in the field. That will follow. So.
Thanks for joining me here today, guys. And for everything about the men's lacrosse team, you can visit dupanthers.com.